The final phrase of this ayah is وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. And hopefully all of you will become grateful. And another translation of this is also, and you might become grateful. And another translation is also, so that you become grateful. I'll say those three again. Hopefully you'll become grateful. You might become grateful. So that you become grateful. I'll take that third translation first, because لَعَلَّ can be for sabab. The goal of Ramadan was three things. One, you perfect the count. Two, you declare Allah's greatness over yourself in the way that He guided you. And the third, so that you become grateful. So that you become grateful. You become appreciative. You may have started Ramadan thinking this religion is hard. You may have started Ramadan thinking the Quran is too difficult for me. By the end of it, you have developed a new attitude towards the book, the religion. Your mindset has changed. You've become appreciative. You've become grateful. Meaning Allah changes how you feel. Allah changes your emotions. And that's one of the goals. You know, you can't just make yourself grateful. You can't make someone feel anything. I can't make you happy or make you angry or make you sad. Or you have to have, if you genuinely don't feel something, I can't tell my children, hey, be happy. I give them a toy they don't really care for. I say, hey, why aren't you happy? Be happy. And they're like, heh. That's not happiness. When Allah says you become grateful, you become appreciative, that hope that Allah has, that this exercise is going to put something in your heart, a feeling in your heart, that is very difficult to put inside, and that is you and I become grateful. And what are we becoming grateful for? Whenever someone says, I'm grateful or I'm appreciative, obviously they're appreciative for something that was given to them. What are the two things that are being given to us here? The two things being given to us, one of them is of course the Quran itself. You become grateful for the Quran. You no longer think of the Quran as a burden. You no longer think of the Quran as something hard or Allah's anger. Like Allah's words are always angry. No, you fall in love with this book. You become appreciative of this book. And the other thing is this training. You become grateful that you were able to go through this training and experience that change of heart. Like you become grateful for the institution of Ramadan itself. It makes you grateful. Others have added other commentaries on this gratitude. So that you become لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, so that you become grateful. It's as if the fundamental quality that gives rise to all the good in our life as a believer is actually gratitude. Like the Quran began with Alhamdulillah, right? Praise and gratitude belongs to Allah. When a servant becomes grateful, they learn to look at the positive. Even when they're going through a bad experience, they're like, what's the good that I can learn from this? How is this strengthening me? What is this teaching me that I can avoid future mistakes? How could have this been much worse than what it is now? No problem in life becomes something you can't find gratitude in. Your mindset becomes positive. From beginning to end, your mindset changes and you become a positive person. That's one powerful quality that leads to all else. It's easier to trust Allah after that. It's easier to have patience after that. It's easier to obey Allah after that. Everything else becomes easy because because you've developed gratitude. And Allah is saying that that Ramadan, one of its goals is for us to develop gratitude. Of course, when you experience hunger and thirst and deprivation, then you develop gratitude for what Allah has given you. There's so many that experience that hunger. So many that experience that thirst, and there's no breaking of their fast because they can't find clean water, and you and I can. It makes us grateful. So it makes us grateful for the Quran. It makes us grateful for this guidance. It makes us grateful and generally overall the most fundamental quality, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. The remarkable thing about this phrase to me is that I translated it as so that, right? So he says, so that you can perfect the count. So that you can declare Allah's greatness. And then I translate it so that you can be grateful. But that last one is not لِتَشْكُرُوا. It's لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, which means it's not just so that, it also means hopefully or you might. In other words, this is the hardest one. There's no guarantee that it's easy to finish the count. It might be even easier to declare Allah's greatness. That might be easier. Comparatively to developing real gratitude. That's the hardest one. And Allah is hoping, not guaranteeing, He's hoping that you might develop that gratitude because that's, part of the ultimate purpose of, the month of Ramadan. So may Allah Azza wa Jal make us grateful people by the end of Ramadan. Instead of constantly thinking about the problems we're having in our life. Who's making us miserable? what experiences keep recurring in our mind and we start reliving them. Instead of that, our mind starts experiencing a change, and even those negative experiences, we start looking at them in a positive way. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.